Okay, good morning, girls. Continue with the ledger accounts. The next account we have here is rent account. So we have done yesterday. In the last video you have seen the previous ledger accounts how to prepare. Now the rent account journal entry, if you see here, so it is given as we entered as rent account data to cash account. So we are preparing the rent. So close the rent account. So if you close here this rent part, remaining is to cash account. So to cash means it comes here as to cash account. Since we have only one transaction, we close the account as balance carried down, same amount, and close it with this. The same way now bank account also, if you see, there is only one transaction, bank account data to cash account. So that's why to cash account entered here. Close the account, you will get the carried down and brought down. Further, when we go here cartage account, so it is also similar, cartage account data to cash. So if you close the cartage, remaining is to cash account, and by balance carried down and balance brought down, we have to enter it. So even if you see, the entry part should come correctly. What is the journal entry? Cartage account data to cash account, correct? So entry also it's correct how we posted. Next, sundry expenses, we have only one transaction. Sundry expenses account data to cash account. So close the sundry expense, remaining is only to cash. So that's why we entered as the to cash account. So close the account, balance carried down and balance brought down we got. Next we will go here. So important account here is a cash account. So it's cash account. If you see here, how many transactions we have here? So we have 13 transactions we have. So now we will see here one by one all those transactions we had. Now first part here, if you see on the first date here, you have the journal entry we have entered as cash account data, stock account data to capital account. That is how we have entered, if you see here. So cash account data by stock to capital. Now we are preparing here to cash account, right? By cash. If you close this by cash, remaining for the other things. So debit, if you close, what is a credit you have to see. Debit we closed for the cash. So credit, what is that here? To capital. So that's why here we entered as to capital account only 1,50,000. For the cash account, how much you enter in the journal entry, you see there, only that amount we have to enter here in this capital account. Okay. The next one, fifth date, if you go here, we have entered as cash account data to sales account. See here, cash account data to sales. Which account now we are preparing? We are preparing now here cash account. So close this cash. If you close this cash, what is remaining? To sales. Correct? So that's why we entered here as to sales account. Next on 15th also same cash account data to sales account. On 29th here it's given as Nitish, right? You have received the cash receipt from Nitish is given here. So the journal entry what we have entered here, cash account data to Nitish account we have entered. You see in your journal entry here. So we entered as cash account data to Nitish account. So since we are preparing cash account, close this cash. What is remaining now? To Nitish. 2 means it will come here in the debit side. So to Nitish account we have entered. This on 29th. So I am explaining all the debit transactions. Then we will go here for the credit one. So you can see even the date wise. Okay, so date wise also we enter it. Now on the 8th date, you see on 8th date here, bought furniture is given. So we entered as furniture account data to cash account. So we are preparing the cash here, close the cash. Remaining is buy furniture. 2 if you close, remaining is the buy. Buy you have as a furniture. That's why here we entered as buy furniture account amount we entered. Okay. On 10th date, you see on the 10th date here, cash paid to Harish is given. So the journal entry is Harish account data to cash account. So we are closing now to cash we are closing. If you close the to cash, what is the remaining now? By Harish. That's why here by Harish account 15,000. Next, sundry expenses has been paid. So what is the journal entry there? Sundry expense account data to cash account. So we are closing now. So if you see here, I'll explain. Now sundry expense account data to cash account. That is a journal entry. Now to cash you close here. Remaining is by sundry expenses. That's why here we wrote as by sundry expenses. Next, same way, cash paid in the bank. So you see the journal entry there. We entered as cash is going, right? Bank account debtor, 2 cash. Close the 2 cash in the journal entry. What is the remaining? We have as a buy bank. So we entered as buy bank. Next on 20th here, withdrawn cash for personal use is given. So journal entry there is drawings account debtor, 2 cash account. So 2 cash you close. The remaining is buy drawings. We entered for the buy drawings. Next, Harish, cash paid to Harish. Harish account debtor, 2 cash account. So 2 cash if you close, remaining is by Harish. So we entered for Harish. Same way for cartage also, rent and salary. So we entered for all these here amounts. Now after entering all these amounts here, what we should know here, we have many transactions. We have debit side, we have some few transactions. Credit side also we have some few transactions we have. Now we need to find out the balance. In the previous account and all, we had only one transaction, 2. Just we added, we have entered. But whereas here we have both the side, we have some amount. So what we should do now, we need to add separately what is the total of debit, and we should add what is the total of credit. Okay, so now we will add that and we will check. So we have to add now separately the debit total and credit total. So now debit side if you add here, so you will get as 45,000. So debit total is 1,83,800 was a debit total. You see here debit total, you add here 1,50,000, 12,000, 15,000, all that if you add, you will get as 1,83,800. Credit side we have all these amounts we have. See here the amounts, add all this up to here. Okay, so if you add all these amount here, we will get as 45,600. Okay, this is your credit total. Now which side is more? We have debit side is more, correct? So we subtract it. What is the remaining still balance? We have 1,38,200. This amount becomes as your balance carried down. Okay, now see here, now which amount is more here? We got debit side 1,83,000. So in the total column, which is the total here, right? Total side here 1,83,800. Even credit side also we entered as 1,83,800. This is your total column. Then which side you got the less amount? Credit side, right? That's why balance carried down. What's the remaining amount we got? 1,38,200 is the balance carried down. The same amount here we will write here as balance brought down 1,38,200. So is it clear now? First we have to add separately. When you have more amounts, debit side separate and credit side separately, you have to add it. After adding here, find out here what is the remaining balance. That remaining balance where we should write here the amount which side you have less. Here credit side we got the less, debit side we had more amount. The more amount will be entered as total. Only the column which has the which side you have the less amount, there we write as a balance carried down. Carried down comes here, then brought down will be after the total, you have to enter it. Okay, the next you have the Nitish account. There are 3 transactions. So Nitish account debtor to sales account, right? If you close the Nitish here, you have Nitish account debtor, right? So Nitish account debtor to sales. Nitish account you close here, remaining as 2 sales account. So we entered as 2 sales account, 7,000. On 29th here, so there is one transaction, right? Cash account debtor, discount allowed account debtor to Nitish is there. So if you close the 2 Nitish here, remaining both you have here in the debit side. That's why 2 Nitish you close, remaining both you have to enter here. So if you enter here, what happens now? Both the side you have the same amount, 7,000 and 7,000. So there is no any balance carried down or brought down. Same way even for Harish account, if you go there. So we bought purchases, right? Buy purchases account, 3,000, 30,000. Okay, you close same way how we did for the previous accounts. You close and see. You will get the buy purchases will be here. Then on 10th you have one transaction as well as on 22nd. 10th here, so received is given, right? Harish account debtor, 2 cash is there. So 2 cash if you close, 2 Harish account if you close, you have as a 2 cash account, 15,000. Same way again Harish account on 22nd if you close, remaining as these 2 transactions. So we have entered these 2. Then total up here, so you will get the same amount on the both the side. So this is how we have to prepare the account. So then last one account we have as a stock account also is it. So we'll prepare that stock account to capital account. How much stock has come? Only 50,000. So we enter as 50,000. Carried down same amount and brought down. So total also will be the same on the both the side. So here also you can write as it is a total column. If you want, we can draw one line here and make its difference here so that you will know this is a total column. This is your account here, and carried down and brought down you have to show it. Okay, thank you.